everyone, today I want to review this series. It is on Netflix. It's called Untamed, and this series came out last year in July, and I saw this series a couple of months ago. I have never chance to make this review on it, but I wanna make this review because I feel like this was such an interesting series on Netflix, and it is starring Eric Bana, Sam Neil. What is this series is about? I was just like, wow. I was really captivated by this series so much. And I hear Netflix already greenlit season 2 for this series. So that is really interesting. But the only thing is season 2 will take place in Hawaii based on all the rumor I hear. So that's going to be very different than what season 1 was about. Because in season 1, I really liked how this show captured, how national park, like a relationship with people, native people, and local, everything, how this show was done here. I found it really is very interesting. That instead, of course, I really liked the Eric Bana, his character. He's such an interesting character in this show. I was really mesmerized by his Eric Bana. He's Eric Bana. How can you not like him? He's really good in this. But also I like Sam Neill. Sam Neill's character is not what he seems. Wow, he was very interesting character in this. So this series centers around we see when this hugely popular national park Yosemite, how do you say this national park, one girl, she like shows up, her dead body showed up here, like looks like she died while rock climbing. So although they try to at first dismiss as she died while rock climbing, but when Eric Bana's character, he comes here and he suspect she was murdered. She didn't die of accident. So he start investigate. Of course, in the show, Eric Bana, he plays this federal agent. So he start doing investigation with another girl. Both of them here to do the investigation. Of course, the local, we see the local sheriff and everyone. They try to stop him from the investigation. And Eric Bana, his character is also alcoholic, and he does have some history with the town and everything. So he does face some difficulties from the local people and the people around him here in the show. Like when there was murder happened in this park, obviously the federal agent in this park comes and start doing investigation. And when he start doing investigation, all of this mystery around this girl who is murdered, it comes out in the light. And there's a sheriff, there's a native people, and there's local people. And of course Eric Bana, his character has this mystery with his ex-wife here, like something happened with his son. I'll try to avoid spoiler if you people who have not seen this series, because I want you to see this, because this is a really good series, especially mystery thriller. It's hard to find good mystery thriller, and this is like one of those series. I do recommend people to see this, especially if you like this kind of murder mystery thriller. This show has so many things happening, so many stuff. I felt personally very engaged. I was really interested to see, especially if you've been to any national park, people camp there, all this hippie there lives there, or I personally, I do wonder when I went to all the national park, I wonder if someone is living there at night or something, right? Like all the national parks are always guarded by park ranger or whatever, but there's some places like nobody never goes there, right? Like there's some places out there in national park. So I find it really fascinating, anything with this kind of nature, right? And this is the perfect time to see this because it's summertime. But anyway, when he start doing the Eric Bana's character, he start doing investigation. We find out as the audience like a lot of stuff happening in this national park, and this national park is not what it seems. So once again, the natural beauty this series brings to the audience, it really is very captivating. But I personally was fascinated by as I said, the national park life might be happening there behind the scene. I was really interested in that. I find this kind of story very interesting. Bear, wildlife. Recently, so many people are dying because of bear attack and everything. So this is very timely series. So that's why I'm really glad they are bringing season 2. But season 2 is gonna happen in Hawaii, and I'm like, wow. So I'm personally never been to Hawaii, so but I have planned to go there. But Hawaii also has, right, all this island and like all this thing, so they can do a lot of stuff in season 2. But anyway, season 1, I really like how it's end, and all the mystery around the character was very engaging. But I see there is some criticism about this series, like they didn't like how the ending. Uh, yeah, I also didn't like the ending because of the people who are involved in this girl's murder, the killer. I did not like that reveal because I felt like, because that character was really good throughout the show, like I didn't want this character to be the killer. So I felt like that killer reveal came out of nowhere. That's the only complaint I have, but still it is, I guess, reasonable here what happened. But overall, like, what was this girl doing there? I was just like really fascinating. Like, whoa. I feel like this shows the biggest thing about the show is Eric Bana, his character, and the way he portrayed, and he tried to explain to the people, how nature work and everything. And I like that a lot, about the nature versus people and everything, the way it showcases. That's why I hope they capture the feel in season 2. That's what I liked in this season. So I don't know if other people also like this or not. As I said, the murder mystery itself is definitely interesting, but the nature element about it is the most interesting about this show. And I feel like people who like this kind of nature versus human and this kind of stuff, they will like this. Although I hear this show did not take place in a Yosemite National Park. That's a very busy national park, so it makes sense. It took place somewhere else. Actually, they shot this show in Canada, so that's really interesting. Although watching this show, I was thinking, is this they shot Canada or not? But it did. So was very interesting. I did overall really like this show. I really like the characters here, but they were really good. How it ended, maybe the ending wasn't like 8 out of 10, but I did like this show overall. It was very good. I do recommend check it out. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this series? If you enjoyed this review, don't watch other reviews on other show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.